Oh, is that why you mentioned feelings are like 20% and they don't really matter? Like in terms of growth, they would realize that I will look at right. That makes more sense.
I think as homeless gets closer and closer, people start to compromise on what they wanted rather than be on the streets in your retirement or alone.
Regarding like elder women, in my experience, I think as I transitioned from like say 12, 13 up until, like being a fully grown adult, I noticed like the kind of prepubescent, like the prepubescent version of me when looking at, say, young women, say maybe in their 20s like yourselves. At that age, prepubescent, I'm just a sweet kid walking down, looking at a 20-year-old. 14, 15, started getting facial hair. Now I'm like a threat. I'm this potential, like, you know what I'm saying?
Grape.
Oh, grape. Oh, my bad, excuse me. But then, say if I'm looking at a woman in their 40s or their 50s, at the age of 12 or at the age of 18, they addressed me and looked at me or communicated with me in the exact same way. They just treated me like, whereas the 20-year-old girl, I feel as though is just more, she has to protect herself more because she gets so much more attention, bad, good, just attention in general. So in the process of batting away bad attention, she might be just like batting at like perhaps a good, well-intended 15-year-old that's just staring, or like a well-intended guy that has the right intentions that's trying to approach respectfully, but she's had all of this kind of disrespectful approaches in the past, so she's going to be like, no thank you, I don't want to hear it.
She's also got options.
Absolutely.
Like, so like she doesn't have to even vet.
Doesn't have to entertain.
She doesn't have to entertain it. She doesn't have to talk to you because she's got options that she likes. That she's probably got four guys she's talking to, two guys that are probably a bit serious. She's got options. So,
but with those options, as you're juggling, I feel like the more balls you're juggling, the more stressed you become. And the more difficult it is to make a decision and commit to one particular person.
Men and women are different.
Sure they are, of course they are.
So what you may find stressful and like multitasking, for example, you may see that men are not as great as women are.
Yeah, for those men out there that can talk to 4 or 5 different girls all at the same time,
I think most guys.
Most guys do that, no?
Yeah, no, I mean, no, it's a small percentage of guys that can, is what I mean. So, it's 20% or less. I would argue probably like 5 to 10% of guys actually can juggle and have the opportunity to juggle multiple women.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. Honestly,
they choose a stressful life.
But but I don't.
But they got time.
It's
unemployed.
It's not even time.
Definitely, that's what I'm saying.
It's not even that they're unemployed. It's that girls make themselves very available to guys of a certain status and caliber and good looking.
Absolutely.
So if a girl's really attracted to a guy, she's gonna jump through freaking hoops to
do it.
We can all off the top of your head think of a story of a girl that was jumping through hoops to get to a guy that did not give a shit about her at all. And so it's not even that time consuming for those guys because he cannot text her back for 2 days and she'll still be there at 1 a.m. when he needs her. So it's like he doesn't have to manage the relationship because she's down bad.
That's sad.
I think it's difficult though, like when you're dealing with this kind of dynamic. I think a lot of people kind of get confused. I think a lot of young women, they're like, why can't I get the 10? If he'll have sex with me, if he'll take me out on dates, I don't get it. Why?
The girl or the guy?
Yeah, the girl, for example.
The girl's confused why the guy will
exactly. I think a lot of women.
There's a difference between relationship attention and sexual attention.
Absolutely.
Like a guy will sleep with. If a guy hasn't slept with someone in a while and he's 9, he literally might sleep with a 4 because she's there. And I've heard guys say things like, "It's better than my hand." about a woman, and if you bat too high, you're literally the girl that's the person that says, like, you're literally just better than his hand. That's how he feels.
Do you think women are able to kind of make that differentiation between sexual attention and like genuine romantic?
I think girls,
attention
honestly, in my experience, we just ignore the signs. Like it's like girls, you could say, like, your friends can sit her down and say, look, this man does not care about you. He is only using you for sex. Like, he does not want you in any way, shape, or form. And she'll say, but he was so nice to me when he talked to me at 2 a.m. You don't understand. He's different around me. Yeah. But it's like the writing will be on the wall, but you just can't. You can't. It's like, because we operate on our emotions.
Yeah, I feel like some girls, I don't want to say that they're delusional, but like, I feel like, again, with, I don't know if it's, they feel like if it's in that moment, like you said, oh, like, I don't know, he makes me feel different at 2 a.m. Like, I don't know, maybe she hasn't, I don't know. I think it goes back to like feelings. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? I feel like she's thinking more of him than of herself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's just.
Well, actually, I could tell you there's a chemical that women release when they. No, I'm serious. So, and it bonds you to the guy in a way that like he's not bonded to you. And so if a guy, how many times have you heard the word dickmatized?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's why it's because we're releasing a chemical that they don't release. So men, they bond you through loyalty and like quality time. And so a girl can sleep with a guy, have the best sex of her life, and like she's attached, where the man is like, oh, that was better than my hand.
Facts.
Ish, have you ever had a girl that's just obsessed with you?
Yeah.
Did she jump through a hoop?
What did you do?
But why is it not? What did she do? She made herself available.
Yeah. I can't even talk about that one on stream still.
Is she watching?
No, who knows?
She's still obsessed. That's why.
No. We had to,
cut that one loose.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna read some more super chats. Okay, so there's.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to read it from top to bottom. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. However, we don't see this epidemic of women not wanting to settle in Islam. Why is that? What is that community? We don't see this epidemic of women not wanting to settle in Islam. What is that community doing differently? Passionate rebellion. There's no such thing as settling. You get what you can get. If what you can get is considered settling, your ego is too big. Maury, LOL, we compare dying alone, homeless, to being with a man that isn't attractive. This is mad. Freudian slip. Laws where women get 50% of a man's assets